Wow, wow. Was that first part of season 6 something or what? This is a short little mini review. I did do a stream before this where I gave some of my instant thoughts, my instant reactions, and I will say ahead of time that some of those feelings and thoughts are likely to change because it's just initial, so don't judge too harshly. But even right now, once the recency bias has calmed down and all the excitement of, oh, it's a new season has sort of set in and I've allowed a bit of time for it to marinate, I will say I have really enjoyed what I'm seeing thus far. There is a few gripes I do have, so spoiler warning, you have been warned. This is a spoiler warning for those who don't want any spoilers. Master Kim's, Grandmaster Kim being alive is a miracle in and of itself, and the fact that Kreese is even somewhat afraid of this guy, just trip him up with a stick, wow. Kenny and the whole laxative thing from Devon, I'm not a fan of that. I really think while I was watching it, I felt like a disappointed older brother. Why would you do this? I love what they did with Sean. I love what they did with Kyla. Robbie finally won a fight. He won a fight no matter what way you slice it. He got the win. There you go. Finally. He is the captain of the team, leading them into the Sekai Taikai. Now, what does that mean in terms of the tournament? Who knows? It could mean that very full well, Robbie brings it home and wins the tournament. I've seen people say that because Miguel lost before they were going into it, that means Miguel is going to win the tournament overall because Robbie's head won't be in it because Tori's on the other side and whatever else. And you never know, they could pull that card. But I think there's an opportunity there to do something even better, which is the motivation of, okay, now you've just made it even more personal. You've taken my girl into your clutches again. Nah. You've made it personal. It's like a Rocky Adrian thing. I really do think one of the kids is going to go down in the ring. I hope it's not Miguel or Robbie. I think they've been through enough. It's definitely going to be Hawk or Dimitri. It's going to be one of those two. Brandon Lee's Kwon is absolutely menacing. I love that we have an out-and-out villain now. We have an out-and-out villain who has no holds barred. He's pulling no punches. We haven't had an out-and-out villain since the start of this show. Everyone has had moral grey conflicts. They've got deep, troublesome pasts and whatever else. This guy just wants to hurt people. And I think it's good because it gives us something to clearly work towards. In terms of Miguel's arc and where he's going, I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad that it's a good thing that we don't know everything and they're leaving some things to mystery and intrigue, which is really quite strong. I'm happy about that. I think they're setting him up for something even greater. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, if Robbie does win the Sekai Taikai, the type of character Kwon is, let's just say if there's a fight that breaks out outside, Miguel's going to be the one to take his head off. Because I think Kwon is an absolute beast and a monster, and you need someone on that level. I'm thinking season 2 Miguel Darkseid, that level. I love, full credit to Peyton List's performance with the acting on display when Tori's mother passed away. Oh my goodness, what a moving moment that was. Absolutely incredible. Hawk and Dimitri going at each other's throats is absolutely heartbreaking. And also, with the context in mind that I've just given with someone going down in the ring, it's going to make it even more heartbreaking when it happens. I think it's good that we're getting to the Sekai Taikai now, because like I've said to people, everyone's so focused on, who wins the Sekai Taikai? The Sekai Taikai. It's like, there are so many characters and so many stories and so many plot lines that you need to tie up. You cannot do that in one singular tournament. You just can't. So I'm glad that we're getting to the tournament now. We're getting it out of the way. And I think that leaves us the whole of part 3 to deal with the aftermath and fallout of whatever happens. And I'm saying nothing's off the table now. There's been so many twists and turns in these 5 episodes alone. Julie Pierce could be involved. They could damn well bring Miguel's father Hector back into it. They could absolutely do anything now. Silver's still around. The Valley is unprotected. Anthony and Kenny are still back home. There's so much stuff they could do. And I really feel like when part 2 picks up in November, the first episode, it will cut to the moment we just saw at the end of episode 5 with the tournament. And then it will go, 8 hours earlier, and you'll get like a training sequence with all the kids, and then it will cut back to present day, and the tournament will be done by episode 8, and then that leaves us with 9 and 10 to pick up the pieces, and then part 3 is whatever's left. Incredible. Again, there are a few little nitpicks I have here or there, but for this moment, I'm enjoying it. I think it's solid. I didn't ever actually expect them to give Robbie a win. That's how much the boy's been down bad the whole of this show. I mean, you can have your thoughts on the character or his decisions, but let's just keep it a buck. Has he won a fight? No. I feel like I'm talking to Steve from Stranger Things. It's like, Steve, you won a fight. I think Kwon is menacing. I think Sensei Kim has been given some gray to work with. I love the Kreese sort of Empire Strikes Back Dagobah cave scene where he goes into the cave and then he's having like flashbacks and fighting demons and fighting himself. And then the fact that they flirted with death with Chosen at the end of season 5 and then they showed Johnny getting killed in that moment communicates to me, Grandmaster Kim, you're a goner. Like, that guy is 100% dead. And I don't even know how he's still alive, for one thing. But guys and girls, jump in the comment section down below. Let me know if you agree with any of the points that I've raised. I might do another little small review that I'll post later on after I do a rewatch of the show and let some of the things marinate and set in my brain. I will have videos scheduled for not the weekend because I'm going away for the weekend, but it will be for next week just because that way it gives everyone a chance who hasn't seen it to see it, to digest it. It allows me a bit of time to think about it before I do stuff. So I think my first video will probably be uploaded not tonight. Tonight will probably be a little review. Most likely it'll be tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So yeah, I've got loads of videos planned. Guys and girls, jump in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1. And man, we're in this journey now, man. And I tell you what, top 10 anime betrayals right there with Tori switching sides like that. And I've seen people say that will throw Robbie off and means he won't win. It could do. It could very well do. Maybe Robbie doesn't win it. But at the same time, if it's Rocky 4, I'm just thinking of an Adrian parallel. You've just made it even more personal for Robbie. But hey, it is what it is. Whatever happens, we're here to enjoy the ride. I'm having fun with it. I hope you guys are too. And let's root for our dojo to win. Okay, regardless of who picks up that trophy, we're rooting for our dojo to win now. Let's go.